Hello, what's up guys? Welcome to the INGCO live show again. So today we're going to show you about those two special tools, which is very famous during the last show. It's around 2 million people checked this video and they all liked about this, and that's why today we bring these tools back again. So today we'll start from very beginning about these cable cutters. So this is the one, and as you can see, you can use this belt and technique just like this. And for the head, it's able to rotate for 360 angles. So you can rotate and choose the right angle, which is you like to cut the cables as you like. Okay, so this is about the cable cutter. And regarding the package, for this package we have two batteries, which is 4.0. With the one battery, you are able to running this one for like 20,000 times, 20,000 times for cutting. And also with this battery, if you operate like this, you press the buttons. One battery, it is able to use like 230 to up to 300 times only with one battery. So with those two batteries, hopefully you can use it for around up to 600 times. So this is what we do in the laboratory test. Hopefully you can make it up to 600 times with two batteries. Okay. And another thing I would like to introduce to you about this is the oil. As you can see, this is very clean and pure. So this is from, we're using a brand with the Shell. So this is also the world famous brand and also the world famous oil companies, right? So this is very pure. And also this is original Shell brand, the oil, okay? And also, regarding about this one, for the last time, we didn't mention one part, specific part, and for today we would like to introduce it to you again. It's about the in order to bring some kind of the sweatings on the first surface to make it bring some kind of the corrosions. So we prefer to wear with the gloves. For this part, we can pull out and open it. So this is the part that we didn't mention in the last show. So today we will show it to you. And from this angle, we can see this one. This is not the forged, not the in the mold, but this one is specifically. We can see this is the whole one. So this is one piece that has been curved with the seam and the kind of machines and making the curves one time, two times, make it like that. So this is the one body in the whole body. So this makes this one very strong. Not only about the head part, but also we can check from this also. So this is also the same pieces of the same material. Regarding about the black color, this is about the black treatment for the anti-corrosion. Yes, for the anti-corrosion. If we move it back, just simply like this, and just like that. So when you're using this one, that's why we don't put it with the battery. So Jeffrey reminded me several times, don't put the battery when you are making the showing of this one. Okay? So this is also very dangerous, because if you put your hand or even your clothes or something, it's very hard, very tight.
Safety operations. Yeah.
Yes, and also the power with this one is very powerful. It is up to how many tons like that?
6 tons for this cutting stress power.
Yes, it's 6 tons. So this is very powerful. We have to be very careful when we're operating this one. Okay, so Jeffrey, what are we going to do is to test this one? Since last time we just cut 1 time or 2 times to test this machine. But for today, I think we have more time to share about how this product's performance, and especially for the cutting capacities.
And also we prepare for some different size cable and different material like copper and aluminum.
Yes, aluminums and the brass or the copper. Those are the two materials that we prepared for today.
So we can try to show the performance.
So in spite of the speaking too much things, let's make it on the test and see what will be going on with this machine, okay? So now we will bring about the different size of the machine. Okay, so as you can see, we have several sizes of these cables. I think you can get the reading. This is from 4 by 95 and 1 by 50 millimeter. So this is the size for this cable. And also the material, as you can see from this side, will be more clear. This one is the copper, and this one is the aluminum. So those are the two materials that we're going to test, and those are the normal one and most common one, right? So we will start and we bring one battery.
And also for this machine, the max cutting capacitor is 85 millimeter. So we need to choose the cable size not bigger than 85 millimeters.
Yes, speaking about that, it is this diameter, right?
Yes.
So this diameter is 85 millimeter.
Okay, so because for the head parts have some anti-rust oil, so we need to.
This is some kind of the oil, especially speaking about the oil. I think we also have the sealings about the sealing systems and also the hydraulic oil, especially in this part.
Yes.
This part is much more double sealed. So every piece of these products, this one is has been made in the factory. Every piece outside of this factory, there's supposed to be at least one fully inspections for each of this machine when it's outside of the factory. So especially for the sealings, as we know, if it's a hydraulic cylinder, when the oil is leaking, so it cannot give the power like 6 tons or even 2 tons. So in that case, the pressure is coming outside with the waste. So this sealing system is especially very unique and powerful also. So when we put the battery on, we can see this. There will be the logos here. We can zoom in the camera and check this part. Okay. So it's not yet because I didn't put the battery on. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we'll try again.
Yeah, from this angle, I think it's much. We can zoom in the camera and to this point. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can see the INGCO and also the total times with 62, right? So this is the LED display. This one helps you to counting, as I mentioned, is around 230.
Yes.
Up to how many times?
Oh, I think for this screen, it have 2 functions. One is shows the battery capacitor.
Yes.
Yes, and another is shows how many times this machine has been used. So maybe you need to do some maintenance.
Yes, and also this reminds with the maintenance work.
Yes, yes. So for this machine, normally we suggest nearly 20,000 times we need to check the hydraulic fluid and do some maintenance for this machine.
Well, speaking about that, what about the this motor? Is it the brush or the brushless motor?
brass motor. We use brass motor, and for the lifetime, we test more than 20,000 times, and to provide to make sure it's fun performance for this.
Yeah, actually we tested and up to from the manuals, as we can see, this one is up to 40,000 times if you're using this carbon brush.
40,000 times.
Yes,
to cut and back.
And this is the resistance of the carbon brush. Okay,
Yes.
so let's get started. Especially, we will cut from the small one and up to the biggest one.
Okay, you can show from small size to big size.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the cup.
This is the copper,
and have 5.
the 5-in-1.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get started. Okay, as we can see, this knife is not coming back. Is there anyone knows the reason? Before I explain why we cut it in the short size and big size, is there anyone knows why this one is not coming back and like this? How am I going to use if it's the second time or the third time I'm going to use this one? Actually, this one is because when I'm operating this one, I didn't push very end of this switch. That's why this one is not finished. This train is not totally finished. That's why it cannot be pulled back automatically.
Okay, so you can stop at any point.
Yes, we can stop at any point, and only with one button we can reset. It is about this button. We can press this button and reset this whole process.
Yeah.
And this is also the reset function is also about the safety functions. Once we have something, when I'm pushing, something is ready to cut, and also this knife is up to this side, and maybe I regret with this operating.
You want to stop?
Yeah, I will stop and reset about this, so we can make a test. For example, when I'm making an operation like this, I want to stop it and I want to reset it. So this is for 2 points. One is for resetting, another one is for safety concerns when you are not ready or something jammed inside. So this is another reset function. We just press this.
It will relieve the pressure.
Yeah, it releases the pressure and the knife, one side is coming back to the original place.
So we call it, this is for safety button.
Yeah, it's by the safety button. Okay, speaking about this.
And I think also for this switch, we need to cut to the finish, to the ending, to the
ending.
automatic. Relieve it back
Relieve
by
it back.
itself. Yeah. Okay.
So let's show you one thing when I press very much end. So this knife is going to back or reset to the original place automatically. So now this one is resetting to the original place. Okay, so just now I was cutting in two. One is very big and one is very small. It is because when we are making the cutting, if it's very close and this one is going to be unshaped, it's not the round one. It's not the round as like this or even this one. So it's going to be a little bit flat. So if you want to cut it in a very good shape, it's supposed to be a little bit longer. It's not like this short. Actually, in this way, somebody is thinking like this one is Savior or cable, which means, which is, as we know, this cable is very costly. So somebody is cutting it in a very short length. So normally we're cutting in a little bit longer length to show that the cutting edge will be a little bit perfect. So this is the wrong way to cut this one, and this is the right how to cut this in a little bit longer length of this cable. Okay, and also this range, this is the biggest cable as we have, which is 204 by 240 and 1 by 120. In this one, we have 4 with 240 and 1 with 120. So those are the 5 cables which combine inside of this. Okay, so now we can make the cuttings.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so as we can see, this is a very big size, and also the cutting edge is somehow a little bit perfect with that. And from the other end, we can see this a little bit the squeeze. So this is how we cut it in and use it this way. And speaking of that, we this is from the INGCO headquarters in China. We're making this live show, and hopefully we will help you to understand what the products we're making and how is the quality of this brand product. As we maintained before, we produce very best price and also the best quality about this brand. Okay, so this is about the biggest size with the cable cutting. So actually, last time somebody want to say it's not much enough with the demonstration of the cuttings. So we can make the cutting from the other end.
Okay, and for the cutting speed, we can see if we cut this big size cable, nearly 6 to 18 seconds.
So it's just like around 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You'll finish the whole process with the cuttings. Only around 10 seconds.
Okay, we can test.
Yeah, let's make a test and start counting if it's 10 seconds or 5 seconds. So are you ready?
Okay.
Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is around 10 seconds for cutting with this size of these cables.
And I think for cutting like the core cable, maybe need 12 or 30.
Because the hardness with the copper and aluminum, of course, is totally different. That's why this is going to be a little bit more like 2 or 3 seconds for the cuttings.
Yeah, and also we don't suggest for this machine to have a faster speed because it will be hard to operate.
Yes.
And also for safe, so the speed we control in nearly 10 seconds.
It's around 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Yes. And also with this machine, especially considering about the working circumstances for this machine, mostly is about the outside work, which is we call the field work. Okay, sometimes in the tropical areas or in the north in the north part of the Earth, some people say the temperatures. Some places is going to be hot, like 60 Celsius degree, or can be 60 minus Celsius degree. So this the working temperatures for this machine is like up to 60. If the temperature is 60 Celsius degree or even higher, so this machine is going to have the protection pause, which means in that case, this machine is not going to work with the protection of this machine and also the battery. Speaking of the minus degree, it's going to be like minus 10 Celsius degree. So if you're working in some instances like that, we prefer you to wait for a while and make sure the temperature is higher than the 10 minus Celsius degree. So the normal one is 10 minus Celsius degree up to 50 Celsius degree. So this is the working temperatures for this cable cutter machine.
Yeah, and also it has overloading protection. So if you use this machine to cut like even
harder, maybe some kind of the high quality steels.
Yeah,
the hardness is extremely harder. So this
or big size, so it will automatically stop by itself and stop cutting to protect this machine.
Yes.
So
this is about the only 6 tons to cutting these cables. So consider about that. So we need to know how's the working range and the working temperatures of this machine. All right. So this is about the this cable cutter machine. If you have any questions, just leave us a message on this Facebook online platform or the YouTube. Leave us a message. Hopefully we'll have the engineers in the back to answer all of your questions. Or if you want to buy this machine, and you can leave us a message, tell us where you're from on the package. I will contact about our distributors or our partners in your place. Hopefully you get it as soon as you want it. Okay, so this is about this, the cable cutter machine with the item number is about the CRCLI 202. So this is the cable cutter machine. So this is the one, cable cutter. When you remove this one, don't forget to remove the batteries.
Yes. And this battery also can share with our INGCO 20 voltage tools.
It's the same platform. Which you can share with the others. Or if you buy some other like the blowers, the angle grinders, you can be shared. For example, we have this angle grinders with the 115 millimeter. This is about the 2.0 amperes, and we can see this is also 20 voltage. And this is about the 4.0, which is double. Yes, this is battery shared with the 20 voltage platform. Okay, so about the next tools is about the crimping tools. When you are having some kind of the cable works, like you have the cuttings, and you're supposed to also have the connecting works. So in that case, we are going to use the crimping tools. So we will bring the next tools. It's about the crimping tools. Okay. Alright, so this is the crimping tools, which is a similar package like the previous cable cutter machine. And regarding about this one, as we can see, this is the belt, same as this one, which is easy for carrying, for the carrying. And also we have the different size with the crimpings. And also I think as you can see, we have some of the terminations here. So this is a 95 and this is like
50.
50.
Yeah.
It's 50. For this one, I think it's 16 or 25. So today we prepare these 3 kinds of the terminations to show you the performance with our crimping tools. Okay, this is the battery in the previous one with the cable cutter. So this is also similar. We can make the battery share with the different machines. So this is about the crimping tools. From the appearance, when I got it at the first glance, even at the last show of this machine, I was a little bit doubt about the head. You know, as you can see, this head is some kind of like this has been the forged one. Actually, it's when it's galvanized with the zinc.
Yeah.
So that's why it makes the surface like a little bit doubt whether it has been the forged one or the some kind of the other ways to make it. Okay, so this is galvanized with the zinc. And speaking about this, and with the next part is about the cylinders, so which is the hydraulic cylinder. And this is also with the same qualities and the same ways we make it or we inspect it before it came out to the market. And what about this one? This back looks like similar with the previous cable cutter. Is it the same?
You mean this body?
Yeah, this body. I mean about the motors.
Yeah.
Is the brass or brushless?
Okay. Actually, from the appearance, it's same. And also inside, I think it will be big than the cable cut, because for this machine, it will have a stronger crimping power. Yeah.
So this is the capacity is about the kilonewtons is going to be like around 2 times of that cable cutter. For the previous cable cutter, we the capability of this cutting strength is like 6 tons, while this one is like 12 tons.
12 tons.
Yes, so this is like the 12 tons. And with the crimping range, speaking of the crimping range, I think we prefer to checking about those dies.
And in this package, we have 12 sets of these crimping tools.
Mm-hmm.
So from 16
millimeter.
Yes, and the biggest up to 400.
400.
Yeah, 400. Okay. So for different curved lures, so we can choose different this crimping tools.
Yes, it depends on the requirement of your work.
Yeah.
So those 2 are the biggest one, which make it like the 400. So this is the 400 millimeter, square millimeter. This is 400, and the smallest one is the 16. So this is the one with the 16, which is the smallest one.
Yeah, from 16 to 400. So this is the machine's working capacity.
Yeah, this is the working capacity with these crimping tools. And also from today's, and we make it almost double of what we tested for the last show. As you can see, we prepared lots of the cables, and we will show that how is the performance with this one. And as we can see, this is the one we make it for sample. So with the 2 head already, we crimp it. From this side, we can see when you are making the crimping, it's supposed to be connected very strong. Yeah. This is the first, and second is supposed to be some kind of the curve to show this is like some specific the penguin or the 6 grain about the size and its specific shape. shape. And also this one is a little bit strong when we're making this one. From different angles, I think you can check it with the making the zoom in the camera. Okay, so this is how we crimp it before. And also we will make the crimpings to show you how's the performance with this one also. And this is the one which is the same with this one. And we're going to select the 95.
You can choose that.
So this is the one with the crimpings. And if we select this one, we're supposed to check what is assembled in this machine. This is also 95. So we can make the crimpings with the right one, 95 dies and 95 with the terminations. Okay, let's try this one. Okay. And this one is also the same one, automatically going back to reset the position. And from this one, I think you can show it to the camera with this specific size. This is going to be very helpful when making the crimpings. So we'll make the crimping again with this one to make sure this one is connected very tightly. Okay. This one is very strong. So this is the one. And speaking of that, we also have some of the smaller ones. And this is the 50. Actually, this one is 70. This one is 70 and this one is 50. So we change the dies. So how to change the dies? First press here. There is one button here. You can press and
Take out.
If you want to assemble it, press this one.
And steer.
And that's it. About this side, and we also have one inside. You can zoom in the camera here. There's one button here. So we press here, take out this dies.
Okay, we need to find out 50s.
It's about the 50.
Okay.
When you assemble it, just check it. Make sure that it has a specific pin to get inside. As we have the channels here. In the middle of this dies, there is one channel. Okay, so we prepare the 50 millimeter with the terminations.
Okay.
So we can, this one is also very much perfectly squeezed or cramped.
So we need to select the same size,
Yes,
correct size.
it's about this right size and also the diameter with the pebble. Okay, now so this crimping work is done. compare with this 95 and 50.
Yeah.
So those are the two types of the work. And also this is very helpful when the technicians, especially for the power or the electricity technicians, when they're fixing the grid, they're supposed to have some kind of connections with these terminations and the cables. And also today we also bring the small one, which is the 10 or 16 mm. So this is the way this one, and also we can remove the plastic cover.
This may be 16.
Yeah, it's a 16.
This is smaller one, but also is very popular in the market.
So we can we're supposed to find the right one, then we can make the good crimpings.
And this is 16.
Sam, change this. Okay, now we're ready. So we can make the crimpings with the 16. We can check about this crimping work. And then we make it again. All right, so this one is perfectly crimped. And this is almost the perfect one that we crimped. So we can compare with the 95 and the 16. So the accuracy or the performance of this one, we can say this is very stable and very reliable. Okay, this is about this one. And also we have, this is about the 20 voltage platform with this crimping tools. And also we also have the hand tools, especially we press it and we get this pressure, the high pressure from this battery powered. But we also have the handle one. So you use your hand and your muscle to crimp it. That is another tool. And also we have two size. One is the big and also have the small one. This is the one with the steel cutter, and also you can cut with cables also with the small size cutters. And this one is the crimping tools. This one is the crimping tools. This one we use hand and we press, we get a pressure from this cylinder. So this is the It's compared with the 20-watt platform. In that case, that is going to be not much convenient. We just with one click, and this is going to be crimped or the cut it. So this one is the also very compared with the quality and about the price. So this is understand, when you are paying somehow high, you get a little bit higher the convenience and also the efficiency of your work.
Yes.
Okay. And this is the cutter. Speaking about this one, also bring the scissors.
And this one, you also need to use your muscle to cut.
Yeah, if you have the strong muscle, and this is also very helpful with the cuttings of this. So this is a very popular one. This one is just the hydraulic, which helps you to save your energy more. But this one, this is the raw material, the raw muscle, the power from your own body. In that case, you can cut somehow like the steel bars. So this is the steel bars.
And I think this maybe the diameter nearly around 12.
It's about it's 12. So this is the 12 the diameter. So if I use my own muscle to cut this one, maybe I can finish that job, but I'm not sure. But with this one, it's very easy. If we use that the crimping tool, something like that.
I think with this one, I also can cut very easy for this.
But this one,
for
this one, you need the muscles to work that hard. So today, I think we can challenge you with that. And it's not like the 16 or 32 diameters steel bar. So we can make a try to check it. But
you try or
maybe we can make the competition.
I choose this tool.
I have no choice, but I select this one.
Okay. But I think maybe use this one. You need to use one.
Some. So I'm going to need the help from.
I think maybe you need to go here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we are operating this one, and in different occasions, I see lots of the workers or the staffs, they use it on the ground with one foot and also with one hand, like that. They will be finished the cuttings.
Okay.
Yeah. So all those who is watching this live view, maybe you can help me to count how many seconds within that I'm going to finish this steel bar.
Wow, big power. Wow, so they have the tool.
Finally, and lastly, I finished with my leg and my hand. And also we can check with this surface. Can check this cutting surface. Nothing changed. It's only because at the surface there is a little bit light. It is because this by the heat treatment.
Yes.
It's about anti-corrosion or anti-rust treatment.
Yeah.
Actually, also, nothing changed.
Also, seems looks very cool.
Yeah,
for this surface.
And also, this is very much with our logo color with the yellow and also the black. So those are the two.
So this tool is produced for muscles.
For those one with the good muscle and also the very big power, it's.
So I think I selected the hydraulic one.
Yes.
Okay. I also will try for cutting this. Steel bar.
Speaking, this steel bar cutting will be much easier. Just press this one and you finish the cuttings.
And before cutting, we need to tight this value.
We set this openings because
Yeah.
this one is going to be lock that cylinder, so which is the pressure is not going to be released.
Yes.
And also continue pushing forward. This is also going to be take some kind of the power that you need.
Oh, so looks more easy compared with bolt cut.
Yes,
Just I have no muscle.
I have the big belly. All right, so this is the cutting with this one. Actually, this one is the cylinder, which if you finish the cutting with this one, you can rotate this one and release these cylinders also, which means this two knife side or the die side will be open again.
Okay, so do it.
Yes. So this one is going back automatically,
Yes.
even if it's not the battery powered. So it also helps to finish this one with the hydraulic powers. And this is the crimpings. With that, we also have the crimpings. And this crimping is like for the functions, for how to run this is similar with that, the steel cutters. And this crimping tools, we can see from the inside, there are two which is connected. You can see from the inside, this one is automatically moving. So this is the one that we can change, as you can see.
In the package, we have
Inside the package, you have a different size.
yes.
We have the different size. This is 240. And also we have the small one, this is the 50. So you can how to change this one? It's very easy.
Very easy.
You can rotate this one and then make tight, or just slightly roll the outside.
This size.
Okay. Previously, we leave another side. That's why we leave it for this hydraulic crimping tools. In this case, you can make and put leave it like that, and we just
And we need to make sure this.
lock this hydraulic.
Okay, I will do it.
Okay, for the rest part, it's going to waste somehow of your energy. You can continue pressing until the gap of the two dies is connected. So in that case, it's perfectly. So far, I can see like 3 millimeters gap is still there. I think you're going to need some more power to keep pressing.
Is it okay? Wow.
So now we can see the gap is somehow like 1 millimeter. Somehow like that, 1 millimeter. So yeah, now we can release and check how they work. So this is the one that we done just now, and the other side, which is one we're using when the 20 voltage that platform with the crimping tools. We can see the work is somehow similar, unless you are using much of your power. If you are going to that the 20 voltage, just click it and you're going to finish the work like that. So this is the work, and we can compare. This is the previously done. It's somehow perfectly like that. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, this, we can crimp it again.
Okay.
This is going to waste lots of your energy.
So for like this hand tools, it's only muscle. So I choose
the battery one.
Yes.
If you want to save your energy and save your powers, so try to get one with that battery powered ones. So now we can see this.
Also very perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect like that, unless you have the power.
Okay.
All right. So today, mainly we're introducing crimping tools and the steel cutters, or the and even these big scissors to you. Actually, there's lots of people asking some of the questions about the price, and also this one is also very popular in the market. We are seeing not much brand they are making these tools, but this one is very popular. Very much people asking for this one. So even after that live show, we receive lots of requests, and somebody is willing to buy about this machine. Okay, so those are the tools that we are trying to demonstrate it to you for today. This is the cable cutter, the crimping tools with different size and range, and also the durable and workable and also affordable. So this is for today's live show about the crimping tools and the cable cutter. If you have any questions or technical issues you want to ask us, or you're going to buy us, just leave us a message and we'll try to give you the feedback. And also for the next live show, we also prepared some kind of the precision machines, especially for the measuring tools. If you got interest, or you can just
Join us.
Join us and see our next live show. Okay, so this is the live show for today. This is Ryan.
This is Jeffrey.
Yes, so welcome to the INGCO live show again. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.